8:28 on this Memorial Day, and we honor the men and women who have given their lives for our country. But the veterans who do make it home safe from war often face many more battles on the home front when it comes to adjusting back to civilian life. And here to shed some light on some of their struggles are Chris Krieger, Marcy Munson, and Elaine Jarzinka of Western New York Heroes, the only local nonprofit that provides immediate assistance to our local veterans and their families. And Chris Krieger, we welcome you. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
Tell us about some of the struggles that some of our heroes, some of our servicemen and women face when they come back.
Well, they go off and do what their country asks them to do, and then they return back home, and usually the first thing they run into is realizing they don't have a job anymore. So with Western New York Heroes, we're here to kind of bridge the gap for them when it comes to the funding. We are nonprofit. All the funds that we raise stay right here in Western New York. And we use that to help them pay their rent, their mortgage, utilities, food on the table, and so forth.
Now, we just saw the one-stop shop opened in Buffalo. How important is that for some of our veterans who are coming back?
It's very important. That's something that we've been pushing for a long time as well. And it's nice to see, and it just adds to a nice collaboration here in Western New York.
Now, we also were talking just now about some of the other ways that you can help out a veteran or a serviceman or woman who is coming home from war. What other services do you guys offer?
Well, we do, aside from financial, which for the essential needs such as rent, mortgage, utilities, we run a backpack drive, we do a toy drive and food drive, and we also have enrichment programs which will allow a military family's child to take part in dance, arts, sporting events, and so forth. And we also are like advocate, helping them get some services that they need.
Now, obviously, there are a lot of mental health issues, too, when it comes to a veteran, perhaps, who's seen a lot, who's done a lot overseas. What's the first thing you say to them? How do you help them cope in this kind of a situation?
Well, we try to give them some confidence and try to direct them to services that will help them overcome some of those issues that they may be having and facing when they come home.
And what are you seeing in terms of the folks who are coming back? Is it increased, or, I mean, there's a lot going on in their head, I'm sure.
The influx of veterans or soldiers coming back home is always going to be there. The need is there. As long as we have war, as long as we have a military, our men and women returning back home are always going to need the help.
And how can we get involved with Western New York Heroes?
Simple. You can go to our website, WNYHeroes.org. You can give us a call at 630-5020. We're always looking for volunteers.
And what can these volunteers do?
Anything from helping support and work our events to working in the office to anything behind the scenes.
All right, and you guys have a picnic coming up as well on June 9th.
Yes, we have our first annual Western New York Summer Barbecue, Western New York Heroes Summer Barbecue, and we're celebrating and supporting our veterans and their families. So it's a big family event. We hope everybody can come out and support the veterans, and it'll be held at the Wings Meeting Place and Pavilion on June 9th.
And it's at 3964 California Road in Orchard Park, and this is also open to all veterans and their families, correct?
Absolutely. It's a very family-oriented event.
And Chris, you're actually a veteran yourself. Tell us a little bit, a quick synopsis of where you were and what you did.
Served in Bosnia, Ground Zero, and Iraq in 2003. And served in the Army.
We thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're going to send things over now to Emily Lenahan, who's got another check of what